Bit of a different video today. Again, we're going to be doing a bit of chain tightening and cleaning, so it's a little bit slack. So last weekend we went to the lakes, me, my son, a couple of friends, had all the boxes on the back. Obviously we was twos up, so we had to slacken the chain a bit, and now I'm going to be back to just me on my own. I'm going to be putting it back to just nice and tight for just me. So we're going to start by undoing this bolt. So we've got a 27mm. Going to get it nice and loose. And we're torquing that back up, going to 110 Newton meters on the torque wrench. Now, once you've cracked the 27mm nut, the main one, it's only on the one side, you're going to take it off the stand. So for tightening it, it needs to be weighted. Not weighted with you sat on it, just the weight of the bike. There's your slack. Next, you're going to undo that one. It's a 13mm nut, and you're going to undo the one on the other side. It's exactly the same on the other side. I'll wind it off. I normally bring them all the way back. You've got room then to do whatever you want to do. Make small adjustments, big adjustments. You don't have to keep messing about with that 13mm and moving it out the way. So next, I'm not sure if you can see that. So you want the vertical movement of your chain to be between 20 and 30mm. So that is up and down between 20 and 30mm. What I normally do is put a tape measure down the back. I'll show you in a second. I'm just going to get this out the way. It's not in the way. I'll put that stand out the way as well, and then I'll show you how to tape measure it in a minute. So as you can see, I couldn't find anything to keep that down, so my foot's going to go there. So I put the tape measure down the back, through there, touching the floor. And if we have a look, so we want, if you remember, 20 to 30mm of travel. So we're on 226.5. So we roughly want it 228.5. So that's just 20mm. But we're at 305 nearly. So we've got too much slack there. And as you can hear, it's banging. So we'll make the adjustments. So as we used 13mm before for that one, we're going to use a 12mm to adjust that. And as I move that backwards and forwards, if you watch the chain closely, you can see it moving. So we'll give it 1, 2 turns on this one side, and then we'll recheck the travel. 227 there, and when we go up, I want to aim for roughly between 20 and 30mm as it says. So I'm going to aim for 29.5, 229.5, sorry. So we're still at 300. So we'll give it another 2 turns. And we're starting on 227.5 to 300. So as you can see, so we're there roughly 227.5, between 227.5 and 228, and we're up to just over 300. Yep, 227.5. So roughly 300. And there is our 25 mil. If I've got my maths wrong, please correct me. I'm a mechanic, not a mathematician. But yeah, and that is through just adjusting that. Now we give it 4 turns. So we're going to go on the other side and give it 4 turns. Then we're going to come back and check. You can see these numbers. So we're bang on 227 mil. And I've done the other side now. And we go 229.2. So we're about 22 mil. So we're still between 20 and 30 mil of travel. We're no longer slapping on the swing arm, unless I really go for it. And that is right for the tension for now. So now we've got to lock this one back up without moving that. So we're going to get it in as much as we can. Hand tight. Now if you see, I've put a bit of grease inside of there. Let me just try and zoom in on it for you. Not sure if you can see it or not. I've got some grease in anyway to keep everything moving free. We don't want anything seizing up, and I do this every couple of weeks, especially if I've had someone on the back. So we're going to get it there and just adjust this. And we're going to keep hold of that one there. We're not going to let that one move while we tighten this one up. It's hard this, trying to not hit the camera. As tight as we can by hand. As I say, if we can get it on. You've not got the most room to move. There we go. Nice and tight on that side. And I'm going to go around the other side and do the other side. Same again. Greased it all up, as you can see. I've just put some copper grease in there. People are saying, you can't use copper grease. I use copper grease. Get it as tight as we can by hand, without making any adjustment to the tensioner bolt. Oh. I'm gonna confused, there we go. So we're gonna hold that in place. Oh, we've come loose. And we're nice and tight there too. And I'm going to show you on the other side where it's a bit lighter and you can see. But there's some dots here, if you can see that. Just bear with me a second. So these dots there, they're what you want to be aiming for. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 5 clear. You can see them. 5 dots clear on that side, and then we're 5 on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both of them are just starting to touch the 6th dot, and then we're going to nip this back up. Now, checked everything's tight. We've gone back on the centre stand, and I'm going to torque that rear wheel up. I'm going to 110 Newton meters. Now I am doing it with a torque wrench. People will just get it tight. And we want 1 click. And there we go. And there's the 110. I'm going a little bit more for safe measure. 110. And that is tightening your chain. If you remember, between 20 and 30 Newton meters. I'm not sure if you can see this clear or not, but it does say, so before starting work, ensure the motorcycle is stabilised and adequately supported. This will help prevent injury. And then, so starting instructions: place the motorcycle on a level surface, hold it in an upright position with no weight on it. So as I said before, you want it weighted by its own weight, not by anything else. So next, we're going to clean the chain. We're going to clean it and grease it. This is a non-paid promotion, but brilliant videos. I'm not copying, by the way. Normally do. Now, people might think, what's the point in that? Get a bit of WD-40. Oh. And I'll just spin the chain, get some WD-40 on there. I find it does help just loosen everything up before I clean it. Spin that back wheel on the centre stand. As I say, it helps just loosen everything up. As you can see there, there's a lot of crap dripping off it before I've even cleaned it. I'll let that sit now for a minute or two. For the cleaner as well, I'm going to be using this Prime Shine chain cleaner by True Tension. Now, it is a bit of a cheaper one. This, you can find it in like Halfords, Amazon, places like that. I got mine from Halfords. Well, I tell a lie. Mac, if you're watching this is courtesy of you, mate. I stole it from work. From you. I will replace it. I will replace it for you. But I didn't have any left, and I thought, oh, Mac won't mind. So yeah. Is it theft if you admit it? We'll see what Mac thinks. Anyway, so this is what I'm going to spray on first. So, same again, give it a good shake. And I'm just going to spray it on and give the chain a good spin a few times and let that soak. And you can see the stuff that's coming off it. A lot of dirt there. Looking a bit better already. Now, it does need a new chain, but I'm trying to hold out. Got the 11,000 mile service coming up soon. It's going to be going into Triumpher to have the valve clearances done. So I'm trying to hold out for then, and then we'll get the new chain put on then. Get it all done at once. So I am just trying to hold it out for another 1,000 miles. Now, for this next bit, you can agree with me or not, this is the way that I do it. I am super careful doing it this way. I'm not advising you to do it this way. This is the way I find it easier. So I'm going to start the bike first. So now I've started the bike, if you can still hear me. I am going to click it into first gear. Oh, stands up. And I'm going to let the clutch out. And with this, the muck off, I'm going to get it in there. Going to spray it as the chain goes through. Like I say, I've got a very loose grip on that, so if the chain does want to take it, it can take it. I'm not going to fight against it. getting it in as much as I can. See, there's a lot coming off it. A lot of dirt and ground coming off that chain. Just keep doing it a couple of times. Now you can wire brush it as well. Some people will put a wire brush to it. I don't feel like I need to. But look at that. And as well, got all of that. And I'm going to get it on the back. I'm going to put it on there. Spray it on underneath, like that. To get the back side too. Now I'm going to let that soak for, and now we can turn it off. I hope you could hear all that with it. And give it another good spinning by hand. Just get all that dirt off now, let it run off with it. And I'll now let that dry. You can see there's a lot coming off that. So it definitely needed it. Now I've cleaned it all, we're going to chain lube it. So I've given it a good 10 minutes, let it all dry off, give it a wipe down. And just give it a wipe with some of them big wipes. What I normally do now is I'll put a little bit of that on for water displacement, so I can drive out any moisture that's left in there. Give it another minute or two and then I'll lube it up. Lube it up. Childish mind. So just go nice and slow. Try and spread it evenly across the inside of the chain. Give that a minute. We'll just keep spinning that. Let it get all around. Tension's okay. Looks like it's super slack, but now once I'm done, I will check it all again and just make sure that the tension is right. And then we're going to get another big wipe, if I can get one, that is. I'm just going to get rid of any excess dub D. Just going to hold it on very, very lightly. I'm just not gripping it at all, just holding it over just to get rid of any excess. It's a bit difficult because it snatches it off you. Mucky job to this. There we go. And then we're going to get a chain lube. Some people use gear oil. I use gear oil. It's used quite a lot, to be fair. This stuff, I like this stuff. It goes on really thick, as you can see. Look at that. It's good covering. Put you up nice and close, and then then I give a good covering evenly. Try and get the back joints of it all over the front. Stop spraying and keep spinning. Just get everywhere covered. And that is how to tighten, clean and lube your chain. It took about half an hour in total. So thank you for watching again. It means a lot. Let me just do something here.